This build revolves around the Khvostov exotic auto rifle, as well as the Speaker Sight Warlock helmet. Khvostov just is a really good auto rifle overall. It's a 600 RPM, 87 aim assist, and really good stability. The only thing that's really lacking on it is the range. And every 7th bullet in this gun's magazine when you fire it ricochets. That starts with the first round of the magazine and continues every 7th bullet from there on. So what makes the ricochet capabilities of this gun so good is the fact that when you are shooting an enemy in the middle of the open or near his teammates, they will ricochet a shot from the person you're shooting at to a nearby player, plays health regeneration, deals some extra damage, and has the possibility of getting you a kill, which is really nice overall. But also, if there are only 2 enemies in the vicinity, it does have the potential to ricochet from your initial target to a secondary target, back to the initial target, and then to a secondary target again. You're basically hitting the secondary target with 2 extra shots and hitting the target you are shooting at with an extra shot. Now, this does decrease the time to kill by a little bit, but it also most notably makes it more forgiving. Now, there's been a lot of times with this that I've been able to kill 2 enemies for the price of 1. Essentially, what will usually happen is an enemy pops out from behind cover. I start shooting them. I get them weak. They go back into cover to heal up. However, their teammate pops up to try to take the fight for them. This causes a bullet to ricochet off the teammate and into the other enemy's skull, which nets me basically a free kill. This is only enhanced further by the fact that this weapon can get Eyes Up Guardian. Eyes Up Guardian, what it does is it just buffs your ricochet shot. It buffs the ricochet damage, it buffs the ricochet shot range. It is really nice. With Eyes Up Guardian, I've been able to just get more kills more easily with that ricochet. But now that we know the benefits of the Eyes Up Guardian perk, how are we going to generate Overpowered? All the normal methods for generating Overpowered will usually require us to kill an enemy and then pick up an orb, or activate a super, which obviously is going to happen every time. But now, Speaker Sight is already a good exotic armor piece. However, what we are running Speaker Sight for is for the fact that we can generate orbs of power. Now, it does say occasionally spawns an orb of power, but this is just a lie. Now, it says healing allies occasionally spawns an orb of power. That occasionally part is just a flat out lie. Every round, your first initial heal on a teammate will spawn an orb of power. Now, they do have to be damaged for this to work though, so you can't just chuck a healing grenade at a teammate, expect to get an orb of power. You have to look at their health bar, watch their health tick down a little bit, and then throw a healing grenade at them, and then spawn an orb of power. From there, you can literally just shoot that orb of power, since Khovostov does have shoot to loot, and activate the Eyes Up Guardian perk. It makes it really simple and really easy. Now, for its primary effect, which is also really good, it essentially just turns your healing grenade into a turret. It fires out little mini healing grenades, and it's just really nice overall. Now that we got the 2 main factors of the loadout out of the way, I'm going to go over my personal recommended class. Now, you either need to be using Solar or Prismatic for this class to work. I personally use Solar because Well of Radiance has more uses in PvP. And also, Solar can buff that healing grenade and the healing projectiles that it shoots with Touch of Flame. In addition to Touch of Flame for aspects, I'm rocking Icarus Dash for the increased mobility. I highly recommend you rock this too. It makes it really easy to get in, out of cover, as well as just get to choke points faster. As for the regular abilities, this does sound a bit odd, but I do recommend Phoenix Dive. This also allows you to spawn an orb of power when you heal a teammate. I have tried just a regular healing rift. However, it seems that this doesn't proc the Speaker Sight helmet, or at least I wasn't able to proc it consistently. Of course, healing grenades And personally, I like to run Incinerator's Snap to combine with Icarus Dash and do snap canceling. Now, for fragments, we want Fragment of Mercy, which just allows us to revive an ally and get restoration. This is mostly a trials-based class. You're going to be constantly reviving allies, so it's just free restoration. Ember of Beams. I honestly just use this because I had an extra fragment slot and I wanted to buff one of my stats. You can use a different fragment, but I find that most of them are kind of lackluster. Now, if you are going to run a different fragment for this, I do suggest Ember of Searing, which is defeating scorched targets grants melee energy and creates a fire sprite. Picking up that fire sprite will once again give you restoration due to Ember of Mercy. For your third aspect, Ember of Solace. Radiant and restoration effects applied to you have increased duration. This is really nice whenever you proc a restoration from the grenade. And finally, Ember of Benevolence. This is a no-brainer. You are constantly healing your teammates with restoration and cure, so getting Ember of Benevolence just gives you extra regen on both your grenade, rift, class ability, and melee. And that's going to pretty much wrap up this loadout. I do highly suggest using it. It's really good. And if you like this video, please send me a like and subscribe. It always helps. And thank you for watching.